And here's our electric truck. It's an electric conversion, and it was hated General Motors product, but it's converted to electric. This bed cantilevers, and it originally had low quality batteries, so we replaced those with US 2200s. We had to put little raise the bed a slight bit. So I'm not going to raise the bed to show the batteries, but I will show the hood and there's 4 of the US 2200s in here, and you can see this isn't exactly the quality of a Toyota RAV4 EV. There's a Curtis controller, no, I'm sorry, there's a Zappi controller and a 9-inch motor, and spider webs and cutoffs, and there's a power brake cylinder and power steering cylinder, which runs off a vacuum pump. So this is basically your basic conversion and what it looks like. It's serviceable, and now we're going to use it actually to haul some stuff. Okay, here's the controls and stuff. It's sort of modified from a regular Chevrolet S10. And there's, the controller gauges and motor hot warning light, the voltmeter, and there's an oil gauge. There's no oil in this thing. Well, there is, I guess, in the transmission, because they left the transmission in because the motor is too weak to run it in all speed ranges, but no clutch. I'm gonna move out of here and take this load of trash to the dumpster. You can see these people that spent all the time and effort doing these conversions. It had a hard road to travel. It's so much easier when a car company makes an electric car from scratch, or even a conversion. As the RAV4 EV was converted by the factory from their gasoline RAV. So this is sort of what you're dealing with. Now this has a modicum of regenerative braking, which many conversions don't have. But it's difficult to shift. You have to get the hang of it. And it's not exactly a high-speed vehicle. It'll go about 50 miles range at 50 miles an hour. And it's great for hauling stuff around. We use it to haul maybe 1,000 pounds of rock to the dump, and here we're using it to haul trash to the dumpster, actually rock from the dump. See, they really do run. I mean, you can make a conversion that is actually an electric car. Uses no gas and only transmission oil. This one does, and you can charge it from solar. And this car was originally converted $16,000 conversion cost, and the guy who bought it at auction paid $2,000 for it, I think it was, and by the time he had finished with it, he had $8,000 in it. So he wound up not knowing about electric cars, so he bought these deep cycle batteries from Costco or Walmart, but they were not electric car batteries. They're deep cycle marine batteries, so they wouldn't, you'd have to drive the thing about 2 miles and then let the batteries recover, because they weren't deep cycle power batteries. They were just deep cycle energy batteries. The batteries were the main problem. Once we put the electric car batteries in, then we didn't have any problems. This is, I think, the first set of batteries, maybe the second. And we've had it for 6 years now. We got it just after the Air Resources Board and General Motors killed the electric car the first time in 2003. Now in 2009, it's 1 year after General Motors and the Air Resources Board killed electric cars for the second time. Electric cars, these conversions really do run. I mean, they're useful. If I could shift, I could probably get it up to 60 miles an hour, but I'm not going to shift right now. I'm just running it in second. So now here's the charging station for RAV4EV. This one is a plug, an outlet, from which we can also charge our RAV-EV. Much simpler to have an outlet than to have one of those things up there. And what we're now going to do is we're going to actually charge on this little outlet here. We're going to actually charge this this electric car. We're going to plug it into that 110 outlet, which avoids all of the hassle of the NEC 625, which was designed to kill electric car charging and separate them from the grid. It's really a two-handed job to open this thing up. You can see the batteries in there. And from time to time they need to be replaced, but they're batteries we can get.
Hey, Guy, you want to go to a funeral with us?
Oh no, not for the electric car, I hope.
How are you?
Good, good. Where are you going? I'm just here to take down the sign.
It's the uncle who called me a solar nincompoop.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Really sorry.
So,
That's too bad.
anyway, and my mom's being operated on today. Again, she broke another bone.
And the car has Alzheimer's, losing it fast. Other than that,
Well, they said it couldn't be done. There couldn't be an electric car. Let me get a picture of the back here. Isn't that beautiful? This is essentially the EV1. This is the third generation of the EV1, and it's a little faster than the EV1, about twice as fast, and the suspension is a lot better. Range is about twice as good, and there it goes. No gas, no oil, and it gets charged up by the solar system on this roof. And there's ours.